So let's talk a little bit about tackle storage. And I thought what maybe I could show everybody is how I store some of my tackle, especially all of my hooks, any of the any jig heads, anything really with with a solid smaller size hook. I'm going to show everybody kind of a cool way that I've been storing my tackle for a long time. I've been doing this for, gosh, I don't even know, 25, 30 years. And it's a really nice way to keep your stuff not only organized, which is super important if you want to be a successful fisherman, but it also keeps everything safe and clean, and it really, really keeps your hooks perfectly sharp every single time. Which just all adds up over time to catching more fish. So that's what we're going to talk about. So here we go. So here I've got my year supply of S&S white chin wrecker blackfish jigs. And one of the ways that I store them is it's kind of unique. So let's talk about, real quick, let's talk a little bit about how most people store this stuff. A lot of guys see these Plano 3700 boxes, and everybody, a lot of people store them just like this. Loose jig heads. Okay, you can see that they're all kind of loose in there. I don't like doing this, and I'll tell you why. Number one, when they're open like this, you can have sizes get mixed up. You can, have paint come off, and I'll show you why. When you have all of the jig heads loose like this, okay, and this thing's bouncing around in the boat, and it's, you're in waves or whatever it is, or you're moving your boxes around, what happens is all these, hooks start hitting each other. They're dulling. And, if you're going to, especially with something like this, you want a really sharp hook point every single time. I want to always know that anytime I reach in my box for a lure, it's going to have a nice sharp hook, no rust, anything like that. You also run the risk, too, of bending the hook points. So not only can you dull the hook points, you can also bend the tips over. So I really don't like this storage method. It's just, like I said, it can damage the paint, but more importantly, it will damage your hooks and the hook points. So I'm going to show you guys a way that I've been doing it for a long time, and I think you're going to like it. It's cheap, it's easy, and man, does it work. I have, my hook points are always just as sharp as they are when they first come out of the package. So this is an old tackle box that I had in my boat from a long time ago. And this was in freshwater bass fishing. We did a lot of what's called drop shotting, and uses very small hooks. But it's more about the storage system that I use. This is a regular 3 clamp Plano box. It has the waterproof rim around it, and I really liked it. If I can open this thing, I always liked it because what it did was, you can see this blue gasket around here. It kept a lot of water out. That's why I liked it. But the big thing is this. This is foam, and it's not styrofoam. It's that kind of dense packing foam that you find, when you buy something and they ship it. And what I do is, as you can see, I have all of my hooks stuck into the foam. Okay, so these are all different sizes. This one, obviously, these 2 rows we used a lot of. But as you can see, the hook points are buried into the foam. And as I was saying, when you pull one out, that thing is as sharp as it was the day that it came out of the package. And these hooks have literally been in this box for years and years and years. And so I want to show you guys how I do this. And you can apply the same thing to the rest of your tackle for saltwater. So the first thing you're going to need is some foam. And again, this is that, it's not styrofoam, but it's that kind of heavier packing foam that you find in a lot of stuff. This actually came from my computer microphone. That's what this is. So this is that awesome foam, and I always save it for these types of things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, I'm going to show you two different ways that I like to do it. One is if you're going to store it in a box like this, and then I'm going to show you another cool way that I like to store these, and we'll go through that. So what I like to do is whatever your the box is that you're going to be keeping your baits in, I'll just cut some strips with just a pair of scissors. The stuff cuts really nice, and you just cut as many strips as you need. So if I was going to store here in this box, which I'll do, it has 8 compartments to it. So I'm going to cut as many 8 strips and to fit in here, and I'll be able to organize all of these blackfish jigs by size, by color, all that good stuff. So let me show you. So what I did was I cut some foam with just a pair of scissors, right? It's real easy to cut. And check this out. Look at that. So now I even custom cut this one to fit perfectly in this little contour. And now all you got to do is once you cut your foam to the size of the compartment in your tackle box, you just put the hook points right in. Okay, you can bury them in there however which way you want, nice, so they're nice and secure, and then just drop them right into the little compartments. You can see here I cut this one, so I did 2 on this side, 3 in the middle, and 2 over here. However which way you want to configure them. But you know, I'll leave it up to you. Leave a comment down below. Which side looks better? You know, would you rather have a hook out of here or one that's been beaten up over here? You know, this is just a really, really nice, professional, clean way of staying organized. And you know, the other thing is too, I always try to make sure that I don't, once I'm done, if I pull a blackfish jig out of here, I don't put it back in, okay? What I'll do is I'll set up something else where I'll have maybe another box that has, you know, used stuff in it. And I'll use them until either I lose them or, you know, they just get dull from catching a lot of fish. But I don't ever take a used bait and stick it back into this box. You know, I'll have a separate place where I'll put them. But you know, when you want to store your baits, this is a really awesome way to do it. They're nice and snug. They can't bounce around. Okay, you can just see the difference. Okay, these aren't going anywhere. And if you want to, you know, you want to grab one, you just pull it out, and you can reload it up again. Let me show you one other way that I like to store them, and you actually don't even need a box. All right, here's the other way. So I've got a square piece of foam. All right, same exact type of packing foam. And you can see what I've done. Over here, I've got all my 3/4 ounce white chin wreckers in greeny. I've got all my 1 ounce white chin wreckers in greeny. And I've got a few 1.5 ounces up here. 1.5 ounce white chin wreckers. So this right here, I'll take this whole thing like so, and check this out. So check this out. Ziploc bag. I cut the foam to the size that I needed to fit in the bag, and now I can take this, I can throw it into my tackle bag, I can put it in a backpack, I can throw it in a compartment in the boat. It is watertight, airtight. I can even label the bag here. I can write what everything is. You could even take a piece of tape and put it down along the sides right here and write down what each size is. Is that slick or what? You know, so now you can make a whole bunch of these, and you can do some in, you know, this is a greenie. I can do it in another color. You could do it by size. You know, you're not going to have the hard plastic case like this, but just as far as transporting stuff goes, I mean, how does it get any better than that? It's nice and organized. All of your baits are lined up. You know, hey, if you can't catch fish, at least you look like you know what you're doing. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with everybody. Take good care of your equipment and stay organized. If you can do both and you do it consistently, you're going to catch more fish just because of that. My hook points are sharp. My paint looks good. I know everything is. I'm going to be more efficient. This is how you look like you know what you're doing. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know if you've tried it. Maybe tell me how you've come up with another creative way to do something similar. But save your packing foam. This stuff is very useful. And, you know, we're repurposing, keeping the environment clean. You know, I just really like how that looks. Man, that looks good. Makes all your buddies jealous. You know, I could even fit more on here. Look at that. Yeah, you show up with a bag like that to your blackfish trip with your buddies. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. Give it a shot. Thanks again for watching.